score 7-0.
Eagles 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Wentz. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 75 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, dude.
Mike 53. Check 53.
Man 5-7.
Check 53.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
55. Mike 50.
Go.
Mike. So we got this.
Now Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Eagles have recovered.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Hey, stand.
And Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it cost them 2 points.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 82.
Wentz going to throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. 180. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Check 9.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. 6.7.
Get ready.
80 weapons.
Get ready.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Let's go. Great.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You can't.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The throw over the middle taken in. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
We got 4. 51 to Mike, boy, 51.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Win.
I got you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Listen.
Wentz now on first down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Box truck.
That's track. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Great 15.
51 Mike.
Hey, Zoo. Black, come on.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Go.
Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out and out come the Eagles. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go, D.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Wentz. Now he's flushed out right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Again, it's Wentz. Right side caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 68 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wentz to throw again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Man 5-7. Hey, wahoo! Mike 51.
Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch.
5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Come on, baby.
Sunday.
Say.
Seam 6.
51. Hey, get in the weight room.
Kill it. Other side, solid.
Now Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
You don't want it. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 53. Right here, right here.
Here.
53's Mike.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Check.
And that'll set him back 5.
Go.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Kill.
Here we go.
Smoke.
53, check 53. In your face. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Now Wentz again. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Eagles 23. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Please find 7. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
Working from the gun. Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Please find 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Topper.
Wentz now to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Here we go again.
Score, Tokyo.
Check.
Go.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, orbit. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 39 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Get ready.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. Waiting.
Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, switch gear.
Sunday.
He's checking.
Ram.
Crash.
5-9.
He's back to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here we go. 280.
Number 53, Mike 53.
On first down, they run with Howard. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
No. Run.
Kill. Big ass.
Ram. General West.
Check 3. 36. Check
Lion.
Again, it's Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Mike 53. Mike.
Wentz to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia.